More examples of reflexive pronouns. When we are talking about reflexive pronoun, we need to analyze the sentence very carefully. We need to understand there is a subject, and this subject can be shown as a pronoun. So the two things have to be kept separate in the analysis. One is a subject and it can be shown as a pronoun as well, but that will not be a reflexive pronoun. Each of these reflexive pronouns is used as the object of the verb and refers to the same person or thing as that denoted by the subject of the verb. So when you are analyzing the sentence, you see there is a subject, there is a verb, and there is an object. This is the basic structure of a sentence which we consider in English language. The subject will take an action on the object. So that means the subject can also be represented as a pronoun. So the part of speech which would represent a subject could be a pronoun, just a simple pronoun, and it is actually a personal pronoun as well. Like for example, I, we, you, she, he, they will be all personal pronouns of first person, second person and third person. So if we analyze a sentence, the first thing we will say about the subject, then it being a pronoun, then it being a personal pronoun belonging to first person, second person or third person. Then in a sentence we are going to look at the verb. There is a verb there. And then when we are going to talk about the reflexive pronoun in the sentence, then we would come to know that this reflexive pronoun is being used as the object of the verb. For example, I hurt myself. So what is the object here? Myself. So in the sentence, when we talk about analyzing the sentence, we say object, myself is object, and myself at the same time is a reflexive pronoun. Why is it a reflexive pronoun? Because it is referring to the same person, I. It is talking about the same person, I, and that same person or the thing is actually the subject of the verb. So this is how the sentence is interconnected, and it can be further analyzed in order to find out what is the place and the purpose of that particular part of speech in the sentence. So, in other words, if we draw a table, we would say subject represented by a pronoun, represented by a personal pronoun of the first person, second person and third person. Whereas the object, which could be a pronoun again, but it will be, if it is referring back to the same subject or thing, then it will be called a reflexive pronoun, because that is how the reflexive pronoun is represented, by having the action turning back to the subject, which is again can be a pronoun or a noun. So therefore, it is very clear that with the help of the action being turned on the same subject or the same thing, the pronoun which is used as an object is now turning to be a reflexive pronoun.